It's a wonderful, wonderful sport. There's not a bunch of camouflage guys out there in jeans and gumboots simply popping away at birds. This is done with reverence and respect.
You could be excused for thinking you were in an English field.
In the last 10 years we've really developed something quite special in this country.
They call it driven shooting.
We breed pheasants and naturalise them into the wild. The birds are driven out of areas where they're living and they go and shoot them.
25,000 pheasants shot across 18 game preserves in New Zealand this season.
I think I'm probably at 6 or 7 for the drive.
In about 10 minutes.
It's commercial harvesting.
Good shot, Brad. Guy, what do you say to those who think this is barbaric and wrong?
These birds get a sporting chance. Every bird here has probably a 1 in 5 chance of getting away, whereas chickens and everything else, I mean, there's only one way they go, and that's all into the teagle packet.
Oh, what a shot. That's a beautiful shot.
Whatever your views on this, well, sport. People pay over $2,000 a day to do it, and its popularity is growing, causing a few headaches for the preserve owners.
You can only eat so many pheasant before you actually get sick of them at the end of the day.
The problem is they can't be sold or given away. It's because although they are farmed pheasants, once they are released they automatically become wild game and can only be eaten by the hunter.
I think we're just being bloody stupid about it. It seems a crying shame that these birds go in the freezer, they sit around maybe for 1.5 years to 2 years, then they get turfed.
A lot of our birds, we just end up taking the breasts off them, which to me, there's a huge amount of value still in the legs and the rest of the carcass.
It'd be nice to be able to share them with people.
We had an initiative to supply them to old people's homes and soup kitchens, but you know, again, the law doesn't allow you to do that, and to me that's just an incredible waste.
If the birds are going down a hole at the end of the day, there needs to be a law change. We can buy hare, we can buy rabbit, we can buy venison. Why can't we buy wild shot feathered game?
The answer, they say, is because the law simply hasn't caught up with game preserves and their sustainable practices.
We've got a natural food that we're rearing, it's not intensively farmed. We only actually harvest 25 to 35% of what we release. The rest disperse into the wider environment and populate the surrounding areas.
For preserve owner Guy Ralph and world-renowned Auckland chef Peter Thornley, the issue is a no-brainer. They want the law changed to allow game birds from preserves to be given away or sold.
Our customers are missing out on something, our tourists are missing out on something, and it's a wonderful thing. It's another season. It's a season like we have bluff oysters, like we have asparagus, like we have whitebait. There's a huge opportunity here.
So at the moment you can't sell feral game birds. Why don't you just go and buy farmed pheasant?
I have to say they're the scrawniest, horriblest looking things. They're shocking in comparison. They're not even a patch. There's nothing in the flavour. I wouldn't give you 10 cents for a piece of farmed pheasant.
Sit. Sit.
But Peter says he'd happily pay about $20 for a wild bird.
I look at it this way. You can either go to the supermarket and you can buy a battery-raised chicken wrapped in plastic that's never seen daylight, that's never been allowed to run around free, or you can go out, for example, buy a pheasant that you know that's been looked after, it's roamed around, it's foraged, it's been shot fairly and equally.
And if there was a law change, these preserve owners say they would build a purpose-built processing facility to ensure the shot birds are safe to eat.
That game gets certified by a butcher or by somebody in the game trade. It gets stamped with, it's been looked after, it's been reared properly, it's been shot properly, and then it can go for sale.
We are different to the guy who goes down in the swamp and shoots a pheasant. We have full traceability. It's really, really important we protect the wild resource.
There needs to be a law change, and it must happen. It's a great waste, and I would like to see the Minister of Conservation make those changes. There's an opportunity for more than just dairy farms in this country.